What's up, pageant patrons? This is Isaac, and thank you for watching today's video. I had originally chosen Ahtisa Manalo to win Miss Universe Philippines 2024, and when she did not, I was shocked. I was. But then when they chose Chelsea Manalo, I was certainly happy about that. So I'm glad she won. As you know, I have a high respect for Ahtisa Manalo. She has been in the pageant game for a while, and have a lot of respect for what she has done. I did get a little bit curious when they said that she was Miss Cosmo. There are several pageants that I have not heard of, and that was one of them. So naturally I had to figure out what in the world is Miss Cosmo, and I don't know what it's all about. I simply didn't know. Did a little bit of research. It wasn't hard to find. So Miss Cosmo seems to be a break-off. It's a Vietnamese contest, but it looks like it's a break-off. So it's a beauty pageant in Vietnam. Until 2022, the pageant used to select the country's representative to the Miss Universe, one of the big four major international beauty pageants under the name Miss Universe Vietnam, but ultimately changed to the current English name after losing the license in 2023. I think there was a big brouhaha. Several countries lost their license for Miss Universe. Along with Miss Vietnam and Miss World Vietnam, Miss Cosmo Vietnam is one of the big three national beauty pageants. National being it's just there in Vietnam. So very interesting. Miss Universe was going through a change at that time, and like I just said, several people lost their license, and this looks like they're trying to be a major player by having Miss Cosmo. And then I thought, why in the world would Ahtisa Manalo want to do that? Because it's an up and coming pageant. I don't really see how she could benefit. At first, that's what I thought. And so I found this great article, and so I'm going to just read a little bit from this. When Ahtisa Manalo received the Miss Cosmo Philippines title after the 2024 Miss Universe Philippines competition, many pageant fans were shocked, saying it was a downgrade from Miss International. A lot of netizens voiced out their frustration and said the next best thing to the Miss Universe Philippines crown would have been the Miss Supranational Philippines title, which was also one of the options for the other top finishers in the recently concluded national pageant. The contest executive director, Vice President Voltaire Tayag already revealed that second runner-up Miss Universe Philippines agent Manalo had first dibs on the other titles at stake, and she chose the Miss Cosmo Philippines crown. That was because Stacey Gabrielle has stated that if she did not win Miss Universe Philippines, that she really didn't want another crown, from my understanding. And so this article goes on to say, my answer, speaking of Ahtisa Manalo, my answer to Voltaire was only if, and if you double check and you triple check that I'm not Miss Universe Philippines, I'll accept Miss Cosmo. Because I came from the startup industry and love being a part of young organizations. I love being part of making something out of nothing. And I think that Miss Cosmo is the perfect venue for me to share my talents and experience. Manalo said at the media conference for the four title holders under the Miss Philippines held at Empire Studios at the Estancia Mall in Pasig on June 10th. And so when I thought about that, if she chose to be a part of that, at first it would seem like a downgrade, because naturally you did all of this training for Miss Universe, and granted, she did a fabulous job. Her and her team, they did a very good job at, and she managed to make it to the top 5. But then I get kind of thought about it like this. What are you going to do after Miss Universe? You can sort of wallow in self-pity, or you can actually use your experience for something else, whatever that is, some sort of business venture. And I think for her, this is a natural progression. Number one, it's a pageant, and it's a young pageant. And so I think with all of her background, all of her training, she would definitely be able to help that pageant make something of itself. But from my understanding, I think they're trying to be on the international stage. Naturally, they're not there yet. This will be their first year. It's a break-off pageant, and so it'll be interesting to see the quality of women that go to that pageant. But if they're anything like Ahtisa Manalo, in other words, you prepare in the Philippines a powerhouse for Miss Universe. If you have that caliber of person already in the competition, that means that the ladies that are coming after them will have to be just as qualified in order to win. So if she's going to be a part of that pageant, they will probably be looking for her to some leadership. She definitely has that ability to do that. So let me say, kudos on that particular decision. I think if she chose that, she really wants to do that. And so she probably actually has a chance to win. That's another reason, because she is, startup. Number one, she likes that, sort of gets that adrenaline pumping. It's a new organization, and like she said, to see something out of nothing. And then on the second is she trained in the Philippines for Miss Universe, so she is already qualified to win that pageant. So for this inaugural pageant, wouldn't it be rather nice if she could actually win that pageant? I dare say it's looking good. I don't really know all of the other contestants yet. It'll be something that I have to look at. And so, probably that last reason why I think it is a good idea is, hell, she's just good at what she does. She's in that field of pageantry. She understands what needs to be done to win. She knows what it takes to win. She's been in several pageants, and so she can use all of that training to become a mentor to those young ladies that are coming up and that are coming into that competition. When other countries, as you all know, other countries send their delegates to the Philippines to be trained. And so with her already being there, those ladies that are coming to that new pageant, I just believe that she has the wherewithal, the knowledge to really become a mentor. And at the end of the day, that's really what a lot of these competitions are about. Yes, it's going to create a lot of money. Yes, it's going to create a little bit of fame. But most of all, even if you don't win, what can you gather from your training? How can you use your training to inspire other young women? And when she says that she I can't remember, it's a young and upcoming pageant. Oh, this is what I was looking for. The competition is looking for an impactful beauty. Manalo said being an entrepreneur could work to her advantage because she can offer a lot to the organization, which is exactly what I just said. And I forgot to read that, but that's exactly what I said. And you never know, what may happen is the pageant may become so successful that she may be behind the scenes as part of the infrastructure of the organization. So here's what I think. I think as far as a business move is concerned, I think it's a fantastic move. Like I said, at first I thought it was a dumbass move, but then when you really get to think about it, how can you use your expertise in an area that you have some fame in? How can you use that to your advantage? And the main thing that you really want to do is, one, you do want to make a living at what you do, but you also want to inspire others to do that. So my hats are off to Ahtisa Manalo. I'm so glad that she's doing this pageant. Whereas it would be seen as a downgrade, that is because the pageant doesn't have a history yet. But if you want to be the kind of person that you enjoy being on the ground floor of an organization and then help build that foundation, I think this is the best move that she could have done. She can capitalize on what she knows. She can capitalize on the fame that she has, and but most of all, like I said, that she can inspire those others. And let's just face it, and this might be slightly off topic, but not really. Here, at least here in the United States, beauty contests are sort of going downhill. They don't have the same interest that they do in other countries. I think the Philippines is lucky that they have so much interest in pageantry, and you can really use that to your advantage. But here in the States, it's not. And so, at least right now, to get this organization on the right foot, to have such qualified candidates such as an Ahtisa Manalo can only serve to strengthen the organization and give it a really good foundation. So overall, I think it's a fantastic deal for her. I will definitely be watching. As I said earlier in my video, I do like her, have a lot of respect for her, and it will be interesting to see how Miss Cosmo progresses. So if you made it this far, just let me say a quick thank you for watching. You guys have absolutely been awesome, and I really appreciate all of the support. Whether you agree with me or not, you've been very respectful in my comments, and I just want to say thank you, and I really do appreciate that. So you guys take care and peace out.